Well, I've always been a authority type person. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I am very comedic at times as well. So while directing my first skit, it was cool. You know, I brought along a couple people that I knew personally, and so did the other directors and cast. They brought along people that they knew personally, and it was a good shoot. It was a good shoot.
So, what did you mix this drink with again?
It's called Dark Matter, so basically it got all the darks in it. So I got some Jameson, some Jack Daniels, some Port Mason. We got a little tequila in it. I know it's fine, but you know, that's for the extra kick. I hope you enjoy it, you know?
It's kind of sticky. I mean, look at that.
Ooh.
Why is it so sticky like that? What else is in this drink?
I don't know, do you spit in it?
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Well.
Oh yeah, so like I told you before that Rose was actually on that Illicit Networks media project that I worked with Chris. And she came back, she was with I think this was like the third or fourth skit that we did. And Rose is a really, really, really good actress. So I would say one of the blessings that we got from us, is that we got to meet a lot of really good people that we worked with, and she was one of those. And we found out early that she was a much better actress than most of us. And that was kind of the same skit sidebar that I realized that, yeah, I'm a horrible actor. So anytime you see me in a film, it's just know that I'm a horrible actor, and yes, I do know it.
Well, me and Myron had worked on several different ventures together on the computer, and I mean, it was different than no one used to be doing, but when we started doing the first skits, it seemed like we was getting a lot of cooperation from other people that were interested in throwing their hat in the ring, so to say. Because nobody wakes up in the morning and says, hey, I want to be an actor, I want to be a director, I want to be a producer. It's kind of something that just, falls in your lap.
Action. Hey, baby, why don't you come on in to bed?
Okay, baby. You're not gonna take your hoodie off?
I never take off my hoodie. That one, okay, I gotta say, never take off my hoodie definitely beat out Jordan Genie. It was just, again, very comedic, very spur of the moment thing. Myron literally sat down, probably within 10 minutes, wrote up a whole skit or wrote up a blueprint for us to follow off of, and we did a little bit of improvising from there, improv rather, and it was just absolutely hilarious. I absolutely loved it. So I would have to say, yeah, never take off my hoodie. I absolutely beat out Jordan Genie.
Jordan Genie, we had Darnell, and we also had Marcel Brown in the background, doing this thing in the beginning of the film. I don't know if y'all haven't seen it yet, but if y'all haven't, check it out, linked below. We have all our skits linked down below in the description. But also, I want to mention that it was a good feeling to shoot that, and having all the actors coming together all at one time from different life courses, and it was cool. Being able to collide with everybody's different personalities and making it fit all in one segment.
Man, Pete always has some information, man. Always has some information and always has knowledge to pass on. I would say he's definitely an OG when it comes to knowledge.
Peter.
And just an all-around fun guy to be around. Man, and he's always very, very technical. His computer knowledge is through the roof. I probably need to take years to sit down and learn half the stuff that he knows. So yeah, Pete was an amazing guy. Again, getting to work with Myron and Chris again. Having Pete on set when we had another shot of what we did with Open Window, with Pete acting as the other detective.
So, we have a producer at Milli Lz. His name is Peter. His name is Peter Colville. Peter is very eccentric, okay? But I'll give you this. Peter is like that third, fourth, fifth brother that I wish I never had, that I could kick off the boat. You know what you're talking about? You always got that brother that you wish you could fight. Peter is the brother that I will look at and say, look, say it one more time, and putting my foot to your ass and pushing.
Off Bucks, I'm gonna say I like that better because, for one, I was able to be a completely different person because, like I said, I'm very comedic. You know, I keep messing that up. I do not know why, but it's okay. So while shooting Open Window, it was cool. We had Peter, we had Darnell, we had myself, we also had Myron.
See, that's what Pete is. Pete is a comedian. Pete is an absolute comedian. Always down to make you laugh, and just a great guy to be around.
Okay, so new filmmaker, making first film. Ha 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 ha. Spent the first week, you know, did a whole behind the scenes, scouting locations, thought everything was good, and it's like, all right. It's one of those things where, like, when we're building this, I learned very quickly that everything we're doing is an actual profession. Being a filmmaker is a profession of its own, a director, being a cinematographer, audio, gaffing, all that. So learning very quickly that when you try to do multiple things that are people's professions, you have the likelihood to mess up. Open Window, I messed up.
When I met Myron, he had a real good vision about how instead of people trying to go everywhere and find a way to do this craft, we provide an opportunity so that we'll take care of the production, we'll get the scripts together, we'll get the locations, and pretty much all you gotta do is show up with a good attitude, good energy, work hard, and, you know, just try your hand.
I messed up on the shots. It just wasn't framed right. So in the process of doing things, I was just like, I couldn't show it. So that was one of those things. Open Window was our first film, but I couldn't show it because it just was horrible at the time, and it just wasn't the reflection that I wanted us to have. So we just put it in the vault. But it was also a story. My first actual film, all of our first actual films that we did together, we did on location in Bethesda, Maryland. So everything came out well, just my part. So sorry, America.
Thank you for seeing us today, Mr. Richards.
We're here to ask you a few questions about your sister's disappearance.
I mean, I don't know what else I would say. I already told the other officers everything. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just frustrated.
That's okay. I'm Detective Carter. This is my partner, Detective Mitchell. We want you to know that we are doing everything in our power to help you find your sister, Mr. Richards.
He believes something may have happened to his sister. Said that she's usually not gone this long.
Did she tell you where she might have went to by chance?
Like, no, pretty much when I got home, she was gone already. But the window was open, and her purse and her cell phone were still on the table.
Was the doors locked?
Yeah, but like I said, the window was open, and who leaves without their cell phone?
Mr. Richards, we're here to help you, but I don't feel like you're being 100% honest with us.
Is there anything that you could be leaving out? You know you can tell us the truth.
All right, one, I don't trust you, so I don't believe anything you have to say. Two, I love my sister, so that's the only reason this dude is sitting in my chair right now.
Mr. Richards, I've been doing this a long time, but I don't feel like you're being 100% honest with us. I feel like you're holding something back, Mr. Richards.
Now I just feel like you're lying to us.
Does she have any friends or family she may be with?
No, it's just me and my sis.
Mr. Richards, we are here to help you.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. And if there was anything else to say, I would say it.
Look, bro, people don't just disappear in a neighborhood like this.
Tell us the story again.
I came home, the door was open, and she was gone.
Are you sure?
Yes, the door was open, and she was gone.
Mr. Richards, you told us the first time that the window was open.
Semantics.
Your sister's missing? You're sitting here talking about semantics?
I'm just tired right now, and you guys are getting on my nerves like my sister did. So, I'm going to ask you to leave. I'm going to ask you nicely, but you can just fall on the dick on the way out the door.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. Hey, man, I tried.
Now you better sit your ass right here when we go search this house.
So from that, one skit went to another one, and I think so far we got probably 18 produced, plus behind the scenes. And that's pretty much how we kind of started out.
The other Open Window with Chris. That was an absolutely amazing shot as well. Again, getting to work with Chris, getting to work with Myron, both very, very professional on set. It was a different lane for me, being able to actually sit down and get into the role of a serious detective, having to learn multiple lines. Typically, I work with improv, so having to sit down and actually learn and follow an entire page of lines, and getting into character.
Had really good actors and actresses. Rose and Darnell, they did really, really well in that. It was pretty good. Pete was in that also. You might have, like I said, props department, one of the things that we had is like, all right, so like, as a new director, you kind of learn. And unfortunately, you learn things on the fly. So here's a tip that I learned in doing that film, that when you want to do things on film, don't use real props. So we had a real knife in that joint, and yes, like 3 of the actors could have died. That's my fault too, but they're still alive, but maybe. But anyway, it was still good. But yes, now from here on point, we have like props and things. But on the side note, it was a really good film. And I feel like it came out well because that was the first film that we actually released on YouTube to the people.
Again, I'm very comedic when I work, but having to change my personality a little bit was definitely challenging, but it was very, very welcomed. Being able to sit down and work and challenge myself, and I think that the acting came out great. Kind of had a little bit of mishaps on the shooting and the lighting, which was all on us, so we were learning and having a learning experience. But all in all, it came out amazing in my book.
On that actual film second date, it was really, really good. First time we actually got to start moving the camera. At that point, we still really weren't into lighting. We were just starting to get into like camera movement. We did a scene in definitely 2 different locations of the place. So like for us, that was just like kind of like a stepping stone.
Working with Myron, he was like amazing. He's shooting from every angle of the bathroom, and I'm just like here struggling to figure out what my lines are, and it was really cool. I like that experience.
It was different because it was more of like, it was an assassin. You know what I'm saying? So I had to basically like be like, I guess I'm more of a tough guy. I'm a chill guy in person. So at the end of the day, just trying to be more of that tough guy. It was a different feel, but at the same time, it was a fun little thing. So it was different, but I did like it.
Y'all ever want to know how bad a director can fuck up? Listen, because Myron didn't post our segments out, we could have had mad clips. I blame Myron for most of
Nah, hold on. Where the microphone at? Where the microphone at?
What you gotta say, man?
Nah, don't put all that shit on me. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold up. America. I fucked up a little bit.
A little bit?
Like I'm
A little bit.
Like I'm fucking
Be honest
up
with
his
him.
interview right now.
Be honest with him.
All right. Fuck. I fucked up. Fuck.
Thank you. But like I'm gonna let y'all know, with the ideas, he got it. But we just gotta promote. We gotta push. We gotta put them bloopers out there. All right, damn, we gotta redo it.